Hey there troopers, this is Random Game Channel. For those that are returning and for those that are new to the channel, you might already know that I try to produce gameplay tips videos and primers. Some of these are going to be kind of old, so I just kind of want to go back to some of the videos and reproduce, redo, fine-tune, whatever you like to call it. In preparation for the big release in October. So if you don't know already, the game is leaving early access and will be fully launched in October 11th, 2024, which is about in a month. So with that said, I want to start with the general gameplay tips. So let me just check my notes here real quick. I have a total of 15 gameplay tips that I would like to share with everyone, and hopefully it'll help you out and prepare you for the official launch in October. So let's get to it, troopers. Okay, so gameplay tip number 1. This is to be a team player. This isn't a game where like you're some superhuman person, or you got all the best technology and like you're super strong, you can like one-hit kill a lot of stuff. That's not this kind of game. This is a player versus environment cooperative game. So really there's no lone wolfy stuff here. Like you could probably do it for a little bit, but most of the times you're just going to end up dead, and that's not going to be really helpful for the team, because in this game there's like this life ticket system similar to how Battlefield has it in their game. So each difficulty mode and each kind of like game mode has its own specific set of tickets. Once that's up, you just kind of lose the game. So, try not to die too much, be a team player, work with the other troopers to accomplish the goals and objectives. Make sure you heal everyone, revive everyone, and provide cover fire whenever you can. And you also want to make sure you're reloading all the turrets. There's going to be manned turrets and unmanned turrets, but they need to be reloaded manually. You also should be keeping an eye on base structures and make sure that they're repaired. You build stuff, and yeah, that's what I think of when I think of the words be a team player. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, environmental awareness. So this is kind of like real life, you gotta be aware of your surroundings and make sure that you stay safe, and kind of just know what's around you, right? Same kind of idea in this game. You want to know where you are, you want to know where the other troopers are, and you want to know where the bugs are. Because if you kind of don't keep track of those 3 factors, you're not going to be doing too well in the game. You kind of need to know where you're going to need to go and where all the other things are. And to help you with that, you can always bring up the map. The keyboard, I think by default, like on the tab key. I don't know what it would be on the controller, but definitely look up the controls to figure out where those buttons are. The other thing you need to know is you need to know where you can get ammo and health stems. Ammo can be obtained from ammo crates inside of bunkers if you're playing on Advanced and Secure. Most times the engineers will build one out on the field for you, or it would drop the ammo fabricator. So those are the ways that you can get ammo. However, for health stems, the only way that you can get them is if a medic deploys a health stem fabricator. By default, each trooper can carry up to 3. Unless all their utility slots are open, then you can carry 2 sets of 3, so 6. If you have the space for it, definitely pick them up. You can help other troopers by healing and reviving them. Let's see, what else do I have here before I get too far? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that every trooper has a basic ability and capability to revive each other. So you don't necessarily need the health stem to do that. For the keyboard is the interact key. Hold down E until the little wheel is done, and you can revive people. What it is on the keyboard, or not the keyboard, the controller, I don't know. You have to check it out. I'm primarily a PC player with a keyboard because I just have a hard time using the controller. And the last couple things here is that friendly fire is a thing in this game, and if you damage troopers to a certain amount, I don't know how much it is, but if you keep damaging other troopers, the game will turn you into a traitor, and then the other troopers are allowed to hunt you down and kill you, and then you'll be kicked from the game. You might also be reported for that too, so if you get reported too many times, then you get banned from the game, and well, there goes your money, right? So try not to damage other troopers. And the last thing for environmental awareness is sometimes there's an in-game event called plasma bombardment. When that happens, there's usually an auditory cue where the game tells you something's happening. Open up the map and you'll see where it is. You might need to scroll around for it. But if you happen to be caught inside of a plasma bombardment zone, look up. There should be blue plasma orbs coming down from the sky. Definitely want to run out of the way, make sure you don't get hit by them, because most of the times it's going to be a one-hit kill on you, so be careful. Okay, moving into tip number 3. This one's going to be shoot, advance, and retreat. So what the heck do I mean by that, right? So for this one, it's a useful tactic to employ if people are not moving. Usually what happens is that occasionally the team will just get bogged down. They're just kind of camping in one spot, but you need to move out to complete the objectives, right? So you just need to be one of those brave troopers and just start pushing up the field, because it's kind of like group dynamics. Like once one person starts moving up, typically the other people will kind of feel emboldened to move up with them, because like they see like, oh, this trooper, they're moving up, like, I want to help them, or they'll probably think like, oh, it's probably a good time to start moving. So of course, every situation is a little bit different, but usually if one person starts moving up the field towards the objective, other people start to follow. That's something to keep in mind. This can also be applied to if you need to retreat to, for example, if you're in an ambush, you need to retreat to like some high ground or to a bunker. Once one or two people start moving, the other troopers will start moving too, because in this game it's going to be strength in numbers. Sometimes you're not going to be able to hold a position, so you need to retreat as a team. Of course, this needs to be done, in a friendly manner. Don't cuss anyone out. That's just not going to work. No one's going to want to play with you, and that kind of destroys the player base, right? So be nice if you're going to try to communicate with others, either in text form or verbally. Moving on to the next one, tip number 4. This one is going to be kind of related to the previous one. So tip number 4 is going to be backpedaling and shooting. So for this one, when bugs are advancing towards you, and they ain't stopping, you typically want to back up. But you don't want to turn your back on them, because that's just going to allow them to kill you even easier, right? So what you want to do is, while you're facing the bugs, you just back up, backpedal. This will create space between you and the bug, and this will still allow you to shoot at the bug. So hopefully, the idea is that as you're backpedaling, you kill the bug, so it doesn't hit you and kill you, right? However, just be mindful of where you're moving. If there's going to be a lot of rocks, hills, and other debris in your way, you should probably try to avoid them as best you can. You might want to turn around for a second and turn right back around, face the bug, and keep shooting. It's going to be a little hard to do at first, but I think after a while, after you play the game for a while, you'll get used to this kind of tactic. But you see a lot of people do this, in the game, because you want to go down fighting. If you're going to die, you're going to want to try to take some of the bugs down with you. Not just to be super, gung-ho about it, but if you can take down a few bugs with you, that means that's going to be a few less bugs for other troopers to have to deal with. So again, that's coming back to being a team player, right? The last part for this tip is that this is a great tactic to use when you're in extraction, meaning when you need to run back to the dropship, either at the end of the match, or if the tickets are up or the main objective has been destroyed, dropship will land, everyone will need to go to it. So that's just a really great way to, move and kill bugs at the same time. Let me grab some water. Okay. So that was tip number 4. So now we're moving into tip number 5, which is crouching. You're probably thinking, why do I need to crouch? Well, if you're as old as me and you played CS 1.6 back in the day, you'll know that crouching increases your accuracy. The same applies to this game. So when you're crouching, it does help increase your accuracy, and it helps to reduce the recoil. So as goofy as that sounds, it really works. And if you're using the large machine gun, or in this game it's called the saw, if you're using that and you crouch, you're going to notice a significant reduction in recoil. So, try it out. You might like it. And also, if you're kind of in a cramped environment, when you crouch, it's going to allow other troopers to fire above your head. What this means is that this will multiply the amount of firepower that your team can produce. So if you happen to notice that you're in front of troopers and you need to stay in this fixed position, just crouch. That'll allow other people to, shoot the bugs coming at you. Great tip to use. And even better use when you're in a dropship, when you're just waiting for people to, get to a dropship. Inside that dropship, it's going to be a very small environment. So if the first row of people can crouch, that means other people behind you can shoot above you, which will also then provide good cover fire for anybody that's still trying to get to the dropship. Okay. Moving into tip number 6, base building. This is going to be some general gameplay tips. I do have a separate video which I'll link in the description of this video, so feel free to check that out. I go into more details for that stuff, such as durability of structures and it's like additional tips about certain structures and how best to use them. So base building. So when you're building the base, you want to deploy ammo crates, fabricators, meaning ammo fabricators and health stem fabricators, any kind of utilities. You want to place those last. Place them last after the entire base has been built. The reason why? Because these items will block the placement of structures. So for example, if I deployed an ammo crate, right, and I want to then build a wall in that same spot, it's not going to happen because the ammo crate occupies that space. Same thing with any other items that I listed already here. And that's going to kind of negatively impact your base building activities, and potentially that'll leave a hole in your defenses. So make sure that you don't place these things first, place them last. Also, once the base has been completely built, you want to then start deploying these items. So for all the ammo and health stem stuff, you want to build it, or at least in the current meta right now, since there's no flying bugs, it's best to put it on top of structures. And you want to put it as close to the action as possible, because the worst thing that anyone can do is place it on the ground and or far away from where the troopers are going to be fighting. That takes the troopers, time away from shooting bugs, and it takes a long time to go back and forward, right? So in a critical situation, when the bugs are almost on the wall, someone needs to go ammo, they're going to go away from the wall to do that. And it's going to take them time to get back to the wall, reposition themselves, and by that time the wall could just be destroyed, right? The next thing I want to mention is that for ammo stockpiles, that's the thing you're going to be using to reload manned turrets, the twin MG turrets, and the automated turret. You want to put those up on the walls or on top of the bunkers as close to the turrets as possible. You might need to rotate the ammo stockpile for the keyboard. That's going to be pushing up or down on the mouse wheel. So you need to find the sweet spot for where you can place it. It'll let you know that you can place it when it turns green. And once it does, just go ahead and deploy it. You don't want to put it on the ground again because that'll take time to go up and down to reload them. Mantling takes a long time to do. I mean, it's only a few seconds, but those few seconds really add up when you're in the heat of combat. So if you can follow these gameplay tips, that'll allow troopers to stay in the fight for longer, and more, or I should say, there'll be less downtime between them and reloading, healing, and going back to the wall. Right. So last thing about base building activities that you should keep in mind are gates. So small gates and large gates, bugs will be attracted to them. I've seen situations where the bugs will just make a beeline towards gates, they're being shot at from troopers on a separate wall. They're just coded to be attracted to gates. They will attack those structures first, most of the times. Of course, there's other factors that might deter their path to the base and the critical structures, but typically the bugs are going to go and attack the gates. So those will be the critical fire zones that troopers need to set up on and defend. So just make sure you have all the ammo and health stims there. The last thing I like to mention is that ramp walls for those structures, typically you want to keep them not built up on the Ark or the mobile HQ. I mean, like, there's two sides of the coin to that. It'll help the troopers get up above it and defend it, but it'll also allow the bugs to get up and over the walls to destroy those structures. So the 50-50. Some people will say do it, some people say don't. But what I've seen from experience is that the bugs, they're just like us. They want to use the gates because it's easier to get through. And they want to use the ramp walls because it's easier to walk above the wall if there's a ramp there. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay, so we're moving into tip number 7 now. This one is destroy bug corpses, right? So with the introduction of the Carnage system, the bug corpses are gonna just stay there until it's destroyed. Not a lot of games do this. Once you kill an enemy, typically the body will disappear, right? Not in this game. So Off-World did a really cool thing. The developers made it so the bug corpses will stay there indefinitely. So what that means is that, for example, you and a trooper are on this wall, you're shooting bugs, they're starting to stack up. The pile of corpses keep getting higher and higher until it's as tall as the wall that you're defending. The next thing you know, the bugs are starting to walk up and over the wall. So what I've been told is that the bugs need a certain degree with which they can start climbing over things. This can apply to small structures, sometimes a flatbed truck, a crate, a rock. They can climb over it and then use that to get up and over the structures. Same thing applies to corpses. They can climb up and over bug corpses and then breach the base that way. So make sure that you clear these corpses as often as you can. There's going to be certain items that you can use to destroy these corpses. First one that comes to mind is the flamethrower. So the hitbox on these things, at least right now, it's a little hit or miss. So what you need to do is kind of aim for the center mass of the body, and you can either just burst fire, or you can hold down the firing button. However, with a flamethrower, you need to make sure no one's around you because it's super easy to accidentally kill a trooper that way. For whatever reason, troopers don't care and they'll run in front of a flamethrower for whatever reason. I don't know why. It just happens. But that's something you need to watch out for. The other thing that you can use is your melee. You can use your melee to destroy bug corpses. Of course, depending on the bug, it might take a couple of swings at it. So just keep that in mind. You can also use I think it's called a high X grenade. You can also use the thermal charge. I forget the actual name of it, but it's essentially the C4 in this game. So you can use that. You can also use the nuke. There's a utility that's this portable little nuke in a box. You can deploy that, and I think that's the only things you can use to destroy the bug corpses. But you know, use those as effectively as you can. Okay, moving into tip number 8, auditory cues. So, what the heck do I mean by that, right? So for that one, let's first go over structures, base structures. So, as you're playing this game, if you have your sound effects on pretty loud, you might hear a metallic banging noise or a clang. What that means is that the structure you're on is about to be destroyed. So when you hear that sound, you want to evacuate that location because whatever that structure is going to be destroyed, and then the bugs will eat you. You can test this out, you know, in the VR training simulator. So, oops, I got a phone call. I'll just put that on mute because I'm currently recording. Where was I on this? So, oh yeah, base structure destruction. So with that, you want to just make sure you keep an ear out for that. If you hear that sound, there's a good chance that you might be able to repair the structure, but depending on how many bugs there are, you're probably not going to be able to repair it in time. Let's see, what else? Bugs, the Arachnids. Usually they will emit some kind of like sound as they're going to attack you, or when they're about to hit you. And I have a completely separate video on just talking about the bugs, their weaknesses, and things like that. So I'll also include a link to that one as well in the description of this video. Alright, so that was tip number 8. We're going into tip number 9 now. This is going to be about general gameplay settings. So the first part we're going to talk about is enable the gained XP tracker. This is nice. It'll let you know when a bug is dead. For anything that you've hit and the bug has died, it'll show you how many points you get for it. Super useful because sometimes when you hit a bug, it doesn't move anymore and it looks like it's dead. Just like the movies, you gotta hit it till it's dead for sure. So just turn that on. Next thing is for me, I don't like screen shake. I don't like motion blur. It just makes me feel a little nauseous and kind of pukey. So if you have sensitivities like that, definitely turn those off. I think that's going to be in the accessibility settings. And while you're there, if you're a person that has like red, green, and blue colorblind disabilities, like me, I have red and green. Go ahead and kind of play around with those settings. Try to see if you can like adjust the sensitivity settings for that, and hopefully that helps you out. For me, I'm like all sorts of messed up, so the settings there don't really work for me too well, but hopefully that can help other people that have these kind of disabilities. For me, I have a hard time seeing light color tones for red and green. And I've played around with those sensitivity sliders, and it doesn't really help me all too much. But hopefully it helps you out. So yeah. Sound settings. So if you're into streaming or recording, or you're playing with friends, or you're in a group of other troopers where like there's a lot of voice communication, what you want to do or consider is turning down the sound effects down to like about 15 to 18, because once you start talking, you're not going to be able to really hear anybody, because the sound effects at max with master sound settings set to max, you're gonna go a little bit deaf because everything's just so damn loud. So that's just a little tip for you. Kind of found this out the hard way. So just go ahead and play around with the sound settings. Make sure you get all those things locked down for your stream or your recording, or just when you're playing with friends, or if you're in a in a group with other people and you want to hear them. Okay. Same thing can be said of the music and the voiceovers. You want to turn it down to about the same value, so about 15 to 18. Last thing you probably want to consider is rebinding melee to your mouse. Because on the keyboard for me, I kind of have a hard time, moving around, hitting melee at the same time. So if you could put it to your mouse, I think that might be easier for you. Okay, let me get some water. Okay. Going into gameplay tip number 10. Prioritize reviving medics. So when it hits the fan, it hits the fan in this game. So if a lot of troopers are dying, and you know that some of them are a medic, definitely try to revive them first, because they're gonna have the utilities and the items to instantly revive troopers at a faster rate than any other class, because they're going to have their stim dart pistol, they're going to have the health stims, and they have a medical drone that will help revive troopers. So those are 3 key items that they have that will allow them to heal and revive other people faster than any other class. To check which trooper is a medic, I believe you can look directly at the corpse. There should be an icon in there. I can't really recall at this time, but another way you might be able to tell is that if you open up the map and you zoom in on the trooper, I think there should be an icon next to their name, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so definitely check it out. So yeah, moving on to the next one. tip number 11. Bugs at the extraction, but only for Horde mode. So in Horde Survival, in this game mode, when it comes time to the extraction, the bugs aren't gonna spawn anything new. Excuse me, my throat's getting dry. Water's not working. So what do I mean that the bugs will stop spawning? So whatever bugs you have in the game at that point, that's going to be all the bugs that you have to deal with. So for example, if you only have like 100 bugs left, all that's going to be left for you to kill is 100 bugs. So most times people will just, run right away to the dropship. However, what a lot of people don't know, me included, I learned this recently from Mezzy, so big shout out to mezzing around for this tip. They know their stuff when I occasionally ask the questions, so it's a great gaming buddy. I really appreciate you, man. Just make sure you kill the bugs. You get XP. You'll have a safer time getting to extraction, to that dropship, and just make sure you keep an eye on the timer, because you're only gonna have about like 2 minutes or so, 2 or 3 minutes to get to the extraction zone. So killing the bugs might take some time, but if the entire team can stay there and just like kill the bugs, man, you're gonna have a clean run to the dropship. So yeah. Moving into tip number 12. Bug armor and weak points. Now I have a completely separate video that talks about where bug armor is and where the weak points are, but I'm thinking of redoing that one because I found out some other stuff that I need to update. Like there's certain parts of the bugs that have no armor. For example, the Grenadier, the big blue bug. The neck and the head, there's no armor there, so you'll just deal straight damage to it. And the Inferno bug, the eyes, there's no armor there, right? So that's just some things that I needed to confirm, and at the time of creating that video, I didn't know. I couldn't confirm it. But however, for this video, I'm just going to let you know, it's like a really brief overview, is that all the warrior variants, like the warrior, the fire warrior, the tiger, the royal guard, they have a weak point, and that weak point is going to be pretty much their face, where the eyes and mouth is. So for these bugs, they have these two vertical mandibles, and right in the middle of them, that's what they call the nerve stem. And that nerve stem is going to be this inner mouth with a set of eyes. So if you can hit them in that spot, you're going to be dealing bonus damage. How much that is kind of differs per weapon. So just know that you'll be dealing more damage if you hit them in that spot. So for those bugs that I just listed off there, the armor is going to be pretty much their legs, and I believe also like the main torso of the bugs. For the drone, I think it does have well, actually I don't think it has any armor, but their health is so low that you can just like one shot them, one hit kill them with like pretty much any weapon. Now with the bombardier, people sometimes call them roly-polies. Their health is also so low that you can pretty much one hit kill them most of the time. And I can't confirm if there's like any like weak point or armor on them because their health is just so low. Next one is the Grenadier. Their legs are armored. The upper canopy where they shoot the plasma out, that's going to be armor. The only weak spot they do have is going to be that big bulbous area where they shoot the plasma out. When that opens up, that's the weak spot. The Inferno Bug, that one is practically encased in armor, except for the little bulb area where it shoots the fireball out. But again, there's no armor where the eyes are, and I'm told that the belly has no armor. But most of the time they're going to be, you know, flat and low to the ground, so you're probably not going to be able to hit that. And coming back to the Grenadier, the neck and the head has no armor, so you just be doing straight damage. Next one is going to be the Gunner. This is the bane of a lot of troopers, especially snipers and engineers. My god, those things are deadly. Make sure you kill them. Make sure you kill them fast. But anyways, they have this kind of like hat on top of their torso. So that is going to be encased in armor. But the red glowy like bulbs or sacks that are on like the left and right side of them, those are going to be the weak points. And I believe I went over all the bugs. Pretty sure. Alright, but definitely check out that that primer video. I'll link it in the description. So check it out. We'll go into more details. Let's see. Moving into tip number 13. So we're almost done. We have 15 total. We're on number 13 now. So this one is when extraction is triggered, make sure you try to reload your ammo and health stims before you leave the base. The worst thing you can do is leave the base with like maybe 1 or 2 mags on you and no health stims. You're probably not going to make it. So make sure you reload on all those things, and that'll increase your chances of survival. And if you see someone get downed, like if you can, try to revive them. You know, strength in numbers kind of thing again, being a team player as well. But that's it for number 13. That one was pretty short. Moving into tip number 14 now. Don't worry about kill stealing. In other games, you know, usually when someone takes the kill, they take the kill and everything with it, right? But for this game, all you need to do is just hit the bug once. You don't have to kill it. And if someone else happens to kill it for you, you get the full XP for it as well. So the game is pretty generous when it comes to bug killing. So that's just something to keep in mind. Don't worry about someone making your kills, because you know everyone's gonna get the full XP for it. Okay. Moving into the last tip here, tip number 15: bullet drop and damage drop off. So for this one, for this game, bullet drop is a big thing. If you're trying to kill something at extreme long range, you kind of have to account for the bullet drop a little bit. This is more noticeable for sniping with the XXX sniper rifle. Especially if the bug is like zigzagging around, you're gonna have to kind of like aim up a little bit, not too much, but that's just something I've noticed. You might see this significantly if you're using the slug shotgun. You'll see it drop pretty fast, so it's kind of nice to watch. but at extreme ranges, the weapons will lose their damage. So obviously, when you're shooting something closer to you, you're going to be dealing a lot more damage versus something that's like super far away. So if you're using something like the base Merida rifle, and you're trying to kill a grenadier that's like super far away from you, like you can barely see it, you're going to be dealing significantly less damage to that bug. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're trying to shoot at something at long range. And that's it, troopers. We've gone through all 15 general gameplay tips for Starship Troopers Extermination. Feel free to check out my other videos. Check out the links that I'll include in this video for additional content. This is Random Game Channel, and I'll see you in the field, troopers. See you next time.
Advised, a new wave of bugs are amassing to attack your position. Pyre out. Wave destroyed. Excellent work, Brimstone 1. Check your ammo and make sure the base is repaired. Move it. 10 seconds till the bugs arrive. Be advised, a new wave of bugs are amassing to attack your position. Pyre out. Orbital signal booster location has been designated. Secure the signal booster.
Well, to answer your question, Dreadnoughts, there are some places up here that you could do angle it. Non-engineers can.
Troopers, 10 seconds left. Get a move on. This is Pyre. Sensors are indicating the bugs are regrouping and sending out a new wave.
Squirrel, I am so fucking sorry about that. Oh, I shot him once in the back and fucking killed him. I was trying to get in the fucking tigers crawling up your wall and I shot you with a spinal cord.
The base is under attack.
I literally took your legs from you and left you at the mercy of the button.
The base is under attack. Eastern corner.
The wave has been eradicated. Great work, Brimstone 1. Take a breather and rebuild for the next wave.
It's okay, I didn't need my legs anyways.
We can put you in a wheelchair.
Yeah, as long as I can stay in one spot.
The EDF is introducing new DEI policies. Doctors, could I get a
Troopers,
band-aid?
You have 10 seconds.
Isaac, I need
to
a
get that
Band-Aid.
base online. This is Pyre. Sensors are
Really gonna
indicating
make
the
your
bugs are
patient
regrouping
apply
and
his
sending
own
out a new
Band-Aid,
wave.
huh? Rude.
Disregard that.
Warning. The base is under attack. Warning. The base is under attack. The base is under attack in the eastern quadrant.
The wave has been eradicated. Great work, Brimstone 1. Take a breather and rebuild for the
Did you
next
put an
wave.
auto turret up here?
Some mad lad did.
Fuck, put auto turret up here. That'd be fucking dope. Should be like the eagle's nest. Yeah, lamps. I mean, we don't really need a lamp.
Assassin, hold still.
What?
I want to test something. Okay, well,
Ow.
so one shot will not end you.
Yeah,
There
that
we
took
go.
about half my life, though.
10 seconds until bug attack.
That's alright, I
Again,
stabbed
10
a
seconds.
morphine syringe in the same bullet hole I made.
Oh, great. So you made a hole and fucked it. Awesome. Thank you.
I mean, I didn't fuck it. I can now if you want.
I mean, you kind of fucked it with the syringe.
Might be a little too big, though. Alright, one Inferno bow down. Another one to the
The
southeast.
base is under attack.
That's dead. Grenadier dead.
The grenadiers homing in on.
Salvageable fuel power generators have been detected. Move out and secure the generators. active. Move it, move it. 10 seconds till the bugs arrive. Heads up, troopers. A new wave of bugs is on their way to your position. Over. Heads up, grenade out.
The base is under attack. The base is under attack.
Medic!
Ah, what the hell happened to you? Oh, I see.
I got gunned. Hey, medic.
I ain't a medic, but I did have some fucking.
You
energy on me.
healy things, you're a medic.
Fair enough.
The base is under attack in the eastern quadrant.
Well, looks like that wave is dealt with, troopers. Well done. Reload and rebuild for the next wave. Until bug attack. I say again, 10 seconds. A new wave is about to arrive. Warm it up, troopers. Give it everything you got.
The base is under attack.
Fuck, Royal Guard North, Royal Guard North.
I'll see him. Oh wait, yeah, no, that's what I was looking at.
He's on the stairs, top of the stairs, Royal Guard. We got him.
Dead, dead.
Woo! Big son of a bitch right there.
Large arachnid patrol detected in the field. Its destruction is highly recommended.
The under attack. Resistance hull strike.
I like how we've had this turret up here, yet nobody's been using it. Oh god, I think I hit squirrel again.
I'm okay.
God damn it, you're just such a shootable target.
Brimstone 1, be advised. A supply drop is inbound to your position. Fire out.
The base is under attack.
Oh dear. Oh, thank you.
The base is under attack.
Ooh, we barely got that one.
Brimstone 1.
Sheesh,
I'm
we
still getting killed over here by them.
Repair
God
the
damn.
base in preparation for the next assault.
Up here stroking my shit.
Straight up jorking it. I got a riddle for everybody.
Repair.
Okay,
I got
okay.
a riddle. I cannot shit when I can't come. I cannot come if I am not furry. What am I?
You only have 10
Weird.
seconds until the Horde arrives. Get moving.
Retarded.
A waste of your guys' mental power, that's what. Ha! Got ya!
I was right. But I win.
Hold still, assassin. Where are you? I'll give you a
Grenade
reward.
deleted on power.
There you are.
Ow, you bitch.
I shot him in the back 6 times. Or more like 4.
Oh shit. Grenadiers southwest.
Yeah.
And a couple flamey bugs, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna use this fucking turret.
The base is under attack.
Oh shit, the Inferno Bugs have a second weak spot. Go figure, it's their fucking face.
Yeah, if you hit them right between the mandibles. No armor.
Shit, dude.
They have a severe
Damn, I
allergy
got
to ingesting
inferned.
lead.
Thank you, gamer.
The base is under attack.
55 left. Aim for the little ones. Or we could. They still count as one. Get it. Ammo up, boys. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Stand by for pickup.
Assassin, hold on. I got something for you.
I don't want it. Go away.
Morphe.
I don't want it. I don't trust it. It's Pfizer. What? Johnson & Johnson?
That's like one of the worst ones. That's the one you don't want to get.
Just the way America likes it.
Okay, there you go.
The only company smart enough to feature borderline pedophilia on their product and get away with it. That's the product
I've
for
never
me.
heard of that, but I believe it. Holy shit! What did they do? Fucking sponsor cuties?
Johnson &
I
Johnson sounds
believe
like
that
two cocks.
too. Cuties sponsored by
man.
Johnson & Johnson. Hold on, squirrel, look at me. God damn, that barrier really gives you a lot of health, doesn't it? I've just been unloading on you.
Barely even hurt.
Thank God they turned friendly fire off in the pickup zone.
No, I'm gonna heal him. This isn't team killing.
This is for science. We're experimenting.
God damn, everybody
shooting
shoot
this guy?
a squirrel. We need to see how much damage you can take.
So there is no friendly fire in the loading zone. Turn it off.
Get out of the loading zone.
I mean, like the loading zone is anywhere in like the immediate area of the dropship. It's like 20 meters or something like that.
All right, well I'm backing up. He's out of a
You
stove.
probably killed
Get him!
I don't know.
Oh wait, oh hold on now.
He runs back into.
There's no reason to
He
do
was
any
like,
of that.
"Kill who now?"
Nah, I've killed one of them rockets before. I ain't fucking out a second time. Or a third time.
Alright, last 5. Let's go.
I forgot
Outta
it's
here.
anywhere
Let's get
around the
more
landing
XP for
area,
6
so
here.
I was just unloading on poor Anelieto. And I was going to revive him, of course. Therefore, it's not team killing, it's just pulling a prank. It's just funny.
We're leaving in 30
Oh,
seconds.
that guy's been AFK like this entire mission. Is that the strat? Get XP? Up there.
Okay, everybody in the ship, last one is gay. More, as I see more people go out.
Pack 'em in, troopers. All the way to the back. We are en route back to the gun.
I do love that they added persistent bodies.